This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners tuning in with us here on Finding Texas. Tonight, I'm your host, Justin Talioga, tuning in here from Austin, Texas, and it is currently 9:01 p.m. Central Standard Time. And thank you so much to all of our viewers and listeners for tuning in with us. And tonight, we're going to dive into yet another one of our wonderful hidden gems here in Texas. But let's go ahead and see who's going to help us discover some of these hidden gems. So first off, we have one of my amazing hosts who is back from an amazing trip. Sister Wendy, how are you?
Hi, Brother Justin. And hi, everyone. I'm Sister Wendy here in Houston. It's amazing to be back from my trip. And I'm excited to learn more about Edinburg to plan for my next trip. So let's go ahead and see who is with us today from Edinburg. Sister Hanny, how are you doing today?
Hi, Sister Wendy and Brother Justin. Thank you for having us on INCRadio. I'm Sister Hanny from Edinburg, and I hope, Sister Wendy, that this will be your next trip. I have here Brother David and Sister Kyla.
Hello.
And we're also super excited to be hosting and to show you all of the hidden gems here in Edinburg.
Yes.
Hopefully, with Sister Wendy, you all can plan your next trip here.
Wow, thanks for the invite.
can
You're
be
mentioning
convinced.
Sister Wendy, but not me.
Brother Justin, you can join me on the trip too.
Okay. That's better then. That's better. I like that. Okay, all right. Now, so for last time when we featured Edinburg back in season 1, Sister Wendy, I think you and I were pretty unfamiliar with it, right?
That is true, but I really enjoyed the first video and it really stuck with me. Like a couple of places where we went. I remember we went to the scenic wetlands and then the Mercado district.
Yes,
Those
I
were
remember that. Yeah,
amazing
lots of good
places.
food there.
Yeah, indeed.
Hmm. Yeah, I really remember that too because Edinburgh, it's one of those hidden cities. I guess in a way, the city alone is also a hidden gem right there in the valley. But yeah, it turns out there's quite a bit to do in Edinburgh, and then we're about to see just even more stuff to do over there in Edinburgh. But this time we're gonna dive deeper and find some of those hidden gems over there in Edinburgh. And of course, during this time around, yes, it is now March. In fact, I believe daylight savings time is coming up soon, which means spring is also coming up soon. And since spring is coming up soon, for our question of the night, we want to ask all of our wonderful viewers and listeners: spring is coming, so where is the most beautiful place in Texas to watch the sun go down? So please let us know your answers in our live YouTube chat, and we'll be sure to read your answers at some point during our show. So let's go ahead and go back to our amazing participants over there in Edinburgh. So please let us know, what's your favorite thing to do in the Edinburgh area?
Honestly, it's a little bit cheesy, but my favorite thing to do here in Edinburgh is, once again, just exploring all the different places here with the all the brethren, all of us, like the youth. I think that's one of my favorite things to do all together, especially kind of like a sneak peek into our video, but going to different cafes. We all study here a lot, especially like since we're all students. So it can be something as simple as going to like a new library or going to a new coffee shop. Simple things like that. It's really fulfilling to be all together.
Same thing. I just like hanging out with the Kadila, and I typically don't go out by myself. So by having them around, that kind of just like introduces new spots to me. Like what she said, cafe hopping for studying, because that's all I do every day. So
Is there anything y'all do for fun other than studying?
I wish, Brother Justin.
I'm not saying y'all shouldn't study. I'm not saying that at all. Studying is good. It's good to study. It's good to read. It's good to get wisdom. Just wondering.
I don't
But I
know.
think I'm hearing they make studying fun. Like I want to go study with them, and I'm not in school anymore. But hey, I would count me in for next time.
Make studying fun. I don't know.
There you go.
Make it fun. There you go. I love that. I love that.
Oh, they actually do. And to answer the question of the night, though, Brother Justin, we were talking about it when you said it, or when you asked the viewers. We would say that Edinburgh has a lot of, our sunsets are really nice. Like, I've lived in Austin, I've lived in other parts of the state and in California, but here in Edinburgh, you can just be walking outside of your neighborhood or in your neighborhood and you'd see nice sunsets.
You see purple, you see orange, you see
All the
all the
colors.
colors. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Colors in Edinburgh.
Oh,
Yeah. Why are you so surprised,
I know.
Justin?
Okay, I'm not saying this because I was doubting it. I just haven't seen it. I didn't have enough time. In the few times I was there, I didn't have enough time to experience those views, experience those colors over there in Edinburgh.
I think we should include it in our future videos, our sunsets, because we have to show it to all of the viewers and to you, Kuya Justin and Sister Wendy, that we do have very nice sunsets.
Wow.
And it sounds
okay.
like that's definitely something people should plan for, right? To include in their trip to go. And one of the ideal itinerary is probably watching sunsets. Is there any specific place that you like, especially that your go-to places as well in Edinburgh?
honestly, when I'm driving on the highway and I see the sundown, it's pretty nice. Like, there's this part of the highway where you kind of only see like the horizon. So a lot of people post pictures of that scene. So it's a nice place to see the sunrise when you're driving.
Edinburgh also has a lot of like nature spots or like
Yeah.
trails that it's really nice to be outside and see the nature and touch some grass.
They actually have a lot of like walks, like trails. I actually didn't know about them until maybe I guess we started like researching the different hidden gems and like looking around. But
Oh, so for you yourself, these were also hidden gems.
especially like a lot of the places that we visited for the video, I knew they existed. One of the places it's a long university drive, so it's near UTRGB. And I've always passed by it. There's like on the highway, there's an exit for that specific museum. But I never went. I never had a reason to go, I guess. So when we all decided to go together, it was a hidden gem. Like we had a lot of fun going there and exploring all of the different places and all of the historical facts that they offered.
I'm glad that y'all had the time to actually explore some of these hidden gems. So I'm just wondering. So do y'all know which hidden gems we're gonna see later on? The hidden gems that we're gonna show some of our viewers and listeners. What hidden gems are we gonna see tonight?
So as much as we wanted to show all of the hidden gems in the valley, we included La Salle del Rey, which featured Brother David, and then Sister Kyla will show us around the museum that she talked about. Brother Scott and Brother Daniel will be showing us in the cafe or that we love to visit. One of the cafes that we like to visit, and of course we can't miss the food, right? So we went to a restaurant. It was one of the older restaurants that was established here in Edinburgh. We wanted to go to the oldest restaurant, actually, El Posito, but when we were there, they were unfortunately closed just for that day. So we went around downtown McAllen and
Wait, hold on. hold on. So you mentioned a restaurant that was closed just for that day. So was this like a taco stand or?
Kind of.
It wasn't a taco stand. I can't remember the exact food they offered. Forgot. It was some type of like bread.
Gorditas.
Gordita.
Right?
Yes,
Yes,
gorditas.
gorditas.
Yes.
So it's like a kind of a, I don't know how
It's just bread and then it has filling. So I would compare it to maybe like a softer empanada, maybe. I think that's like the best comparison I can think of. But when we were looking for these places again, like we had never been, I was looking at the reviews and I knew it was a sign when I saw one of the reviews say this is one of the RGV's hidden gems. And I was like, oh my goodness, we have to go here.
She
to
showed me
show
that, and
Yes.
she said we have to go to El Posito. But again, when we went to go to the place, they were closed just for that one day, unfortunately. Luckily, there were a lot of open restaurants in downtown McAllen. So we were like, okay, let's go to Maria's restaurant, which will be shown later in the video for our viewers.
Okay, you know what? I think I don't know that place, but I think I know why they were closed for that day. Because places like that, especially local places, they're also known for selling breakfast items. And then, of course, a lot of people they would have to go to work as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. So to work hours like that, of course, they need that one day of rest. So I think it would make sense that they were closed just for that one day.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of like restaurants or like food places in downtown McAllen that close early.
Yeah,
Actually,
we were
we
talking
went.
about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
when we actually went around 2 p.m. for a late lunch, and they were closing right when we were, getting there and everything. But I think a lot of the places, especially in downtown McAllen, they do close a little bit early. So if you ever plan to come visit us in Edinburg and the Valley, is definitely something that you should research or look. Just be prepared for. I
Really
guess.
have an early start to your morning
Yes.
because all of the places, especially in downtown McAllen, it's so rich in culture. They have all of these old places. Like they have been established for so long. And even like for their 15th birthday in Mexican culture, they have the quinceañera, the 15th birthday. So you'll see shops that are selling these dresses. It's so and they're very welcoming. They're all very sweet. If you just walk by the stores, but if you do end up visiting, probably get an early start so that you can really be immersed in the culture. You're not there like us when everything was closed and you're just looking at all the.
Also, for our video that we will show the viewers in a little bit, we did want to show the history of South Texas just because it's a hidden gem. I feel like history isn't really something that you would look into when you're visiting a place. So we really wanted to dive into that more for this segment, and that's what we focused on.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for sharing that with us. I think it's now time for us to see some of those hidden gems over there in Edinburgh. So to all of our viewers and listeners, let's take a closer look at some of these hidden gems with this video here in Texas. Kuya Tech, whenever you're ready.
Previously on Hidden Joys of Edinburgh, Finding Texas Season 1, we saw a glimpse of Edinburgh, Texas, as well as some of the well-known spots in the Rio Grande Valley. In today's episode of Finding Texas Season 2, let's dive deeper into the history of South Texas, as well as some of its hidden gems.
Hi, I'm Klein. Today I'm back with the Edinburgh Kadiwas to tell you all about Edinburgh and the Rio Grande Valley. What better way to start our hunt for a hidden gem than somewhere historic? Let's first have a blast from the past.
Our first hidden gem contains all of the valley stories and treasures. Let's take a look at this historical landmark that brings this region's story to life. This museum explores the blended heritage of the Rio Grande Valley and northeastern Mexico, featuring early native cultures, Spanish exploration, and the development of the Rio Grande Valley that we know today. Inside, you can find interactive exhibits, historic artifacts, and displays that show how the valley has grown through the years.
Did you know? This Museum of South Texas History occupies an entire city block. with Spanish Revival buildings and landscape parking areas.
This museum was also founded in 1967, originally as the Hidalgo County Historical Museum inside the 1910 Hidalgo County Jail.
And you know, Texas isn't exempt from the long drives in Texas.
Now let's head 30 miles north to a natural wonder. This lake is one of the 3 salt lakes in the region and is part of the Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge, tying it to the protected natural beauty of our region, featured in our previous travelogue. For centuries, many years ago, inhabitants traveled here to collect salt, which was once a highly valued resource. By the 1700s, this lake was already an important trade site in New Spain. But because Spanish law declared that these mineral resources belong to the crown, it has earned its royal name La Sal del Rey, which means the king's salt.
The lake contains roughly 4 million tons of 99% pure salt that historically would replenish itself within days of being mined.
This salt lake is also 10 times saltier than the ocean.
What a perfect way to visit the King Salt. What do you think?
It really is. And a day like this calls for a cold drink. Maybe something sweet and caffeinated.
Yes, and fun fact number 3, the Kadiwa and CBI members here in Edinburg
Love
cafe hopping.
This is El Pocito, standing at 110 years. We're now here at Maria's Restaurant, one of the oldest restaurants here in the valley, located in downtown McAllen. Maria's Restaurant was established in 1981. Cultural, historic, and very nostalgic for locals. Till next time, adios!
I did not know that salt field was there. Did you, Sister Wendy?
I did not. That's pretty amazing to learn. And I'm actually curious, do you feel like the extra flotation in the lake? Has anyone tried it before?
When we went, we didn't really. Oh, I can hear the brethren. We didn't really have that much water. It was just kind of damp salts. Is kind of what I described it.
We were able to take our shoes off, and it felt like a little bit of a lodge. I don't know. That's it. It felt really nice. Like it was. But I think depending on the season, some people when they go, they can actually step into the salt, and it would be like inches up high. But for that one time that we went, it was just a little bit watery when the sun was. We went early morning, not early morning, but in the morning when the sun wasn't too out yet. The clouds were still covering the sky, but as the sun came out, it was kind of melting, so we could see the salt water be there.
Wow, that's actually very interesting. It was it looks like y'all did quite a bit actually. Looking through those hidden gems. So I'm actually just curious. Was there a favorite part that y'all had in discovering those hidden gems?
For sure, my part was the Salt Lake because I've never seen anything like that in the valley, and I've lived here all my life. It kind of looks
Yeah, because I thought I would only find that in a place like Utah. I didn't know I didn't know we had something like that here in Texas.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it kind of looks like you're in a glacier or you're on top of a glacier, but it's just all salts.
It
So
was so vast, really. It was like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because when I saw those brief snippets of that salt lake, I kind of had to blink twice because I'm like, is that a frozen lake in March? That can't be right. Sister Wendy, did you think that was a frozen lake too?
I did for a second there. It looked like snow rather than salt. So that was really nice to know that there's a hidden gem so close to us.
It definitely was very interesting when we went there, since it was our first time visiting the lake. It was so vast.
Yeah.
Everything was just like you were walking on like snow. It was just very. It was just very very nice visiting the place. It was very new to us too. But we were able to pick up some salt, and one of our brother Rudy, actually our Bible student, but shout out to him for joining us and being with us on that travelogue. He picked up some salt and got salt.
Yeah, he took some home.
Yeah,
He
just
took some
bombers.
home. Yes, and it was just very nice that it was salt, grains of salt, just there. We wanted to taste it and see. No, it's not. But yeah, it's just very nice. It was a nice experience for us too.
And fun fact, like actually, because I was wondering, I saw a lot of people posting about it on social media, and apparently La Salle del Rey, it wasn't open to the public until maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years. So it really is like it's hidden, It used to, I think it was just for the, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
And then it was open.
I think it was also said in the video that it's like one of the like wildlife refuge.
Yes.
So they really protect the nature here in Edinburgh.
Yes, we saw some like pigs.
They're like wild boars.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We
Wait,
were hoping
so
to see more.
so you saw wild boars at the Salt Lake.
Yes.
It's because wait. It's like a trail. Okay, so before you get to the lake, there's a trail that you follow, and when we got there, there were
That makes
actually
sense.
there were these like these people. They were like staring with their binoculars, and we're like, oh, what are these? Follow them quietly, and they like pointed at it, and you could hear them making noise. Like it's like their natural habitat. So it was really exciting to again like be immersed in that, and it is a hidden gem. Like I would never expect to have that in the valley, like even where I grew up. Really, it's really nice to know that we have somewhere to visit for these exciting events.
Yeah, and so for people who are looking to visit, do you need to make reservations ahead of time, or is there any? Okay, that is perfect. I see shaking head. So that do they close at a certain time, or you can kind of just go anytime during the day?
I don't think so. So the way going there is you just drive. It looks much like how you would think West Texas would look like.
Yes.
There's cacti everywhere. It was very sandy. So you would just drive up to the trail, I guess, like the opening, and then you would just keep following the trail, and then the lake would be there. It's not like a long walk, but yeah, you would have to walk up to the lake from the trail.
Wow, that's again, that's very eye-opening. It looks like these, for as big as these places are, it's hard to believe that these are actually hidden gems. But wow, thank y'all so much for showing these hidden gems to us. I mean, from the looks of it, y'all are really exciting. Exploring some of these hidden gems, really familiarizing yourselves with these hidden gems. Y'all are very, it seems like there was so much excitement. And then I know for a fact y'all aren't the only ones excited. Definitely a lot of our viewers and listeners are also pretty looking forward to these hidden gems, especially and let's go ahead and see who's tuning in with us right now. Looks like we have a username Tim Conroy who says, "Good evening, everyone watching both tuning in from Killeen, Texas." And we also have Elizabeth Red, who is actually answering our question of the night. And she says, South Padre Island, that would be one of the best places to visit to watch the sun go down. And she says, come visit us in Edinburg. We also have username Annalisa Wensha, who says, "Good evening, Paul, Ka Noel, and sister Nora." She's tuning in from Houston, and looks like we also have uh, Nora Kadetativo, who says, "Good evening, Paul, to our district minister and assistant district minister." And looks like we have a username Judith Severo, who says, "Good evening, Paul, and happy viewing, Paul, Kai Derek, and sister RG." We have one of our own producers from South Central States, our brother Nate. He's tuning in with us also. And it looks like we also have, I hope I pronounced this right, a username Marie Anton or Antoinette. I hope I pronounced it right. And she says, "Greetings from the local of Corona, District of Orange County, California." Wow. So good evening to you over there. And we have username Aurelie Red, who's tuning in from Edinburgh as well. I'm seeing quite a bit of Edinburgh here in our live YouTube chat. So if you're in Edinburgh, please continue making some noise in our live YouTube chat. And let's see who else is tuning in with us so far. And looks like we also have Archie Canlas. Archie, well, she was Archie Canlas, and she's tuning in with us from Houston, Texas. Thank you so much to all of our viewers and listeners who are tuning in with us so far. And it looks like we have quite a bit more of our viewers who are also tuning in with us, also from Edinburgh. I believe they also have some greetings for us. So let's go ahead and check in with them. So, Sister Klein, how are y'all doing? Are y'all ready?
Hi, Paul, Brother Justin. Thank you, Paul, for having us tonight. And we would like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight in tonight's show. I would like to acknowledge Brother Daniel and Brother Scott tonight for being in the travelogue, providing us with very fun facts.
One fact.
Would you like to give a shout out to anyone?
I would like to shout out Sister Skylar, who is celebrating her birthday today, and shout out my parents.
It sounds like there's quite a bit of excitement over there in the background. Is there anyone else there?
Yes, and of course, we cannot forget to give a shout out to the local congregation of Edinburg.
Hello. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, Paul, to the local congregation of Edinburgh for gathering tonight and having a watch list. And thank you, Paul, Brother Justin, Sister Wendy, and I would like to give a shout out to Brother Noel, Sister Nora, and my cousins in the Philippines that are tuned in. Brother Scott, you want to give a shout out to anyone?
I want to shout out to my ate and kuya from Arizona.
All right. Thank you so much, Edinburgh, for tuning in with us. Wow. Again, thank you so much to all of our viewers and listeners who have been tuning in with us here on Finding Texas. And before we wrap up, of course, we can never forget to thank our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo, our District Supervising Minister, Brother Noel Caretativo, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Chody Sampson, our District CFO Overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talons, our Multimedia Advisor, Brother Mark Angelo De Los Reyes, our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our overseeing minister, Brother Edwin Azabuke, and we can never forget to thank our executive producer here on INC Radio, Brother Emmanuel Endaya. Thank you so much for all your support in these programs, Paul. And for our viewers and listeners, again, please don't forget to tune in to Finding Texas, which is every Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, or every Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And coming right after this, we have Feel at Home presented by the Caribbean Satellite Studio. And for our viewers and listeners, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to our INC Radio YouTube channel. That's INC Radio DZAM 954. Just click that subscribe button and also the notification bell button. That way you can receive all of the updates happening and all the activities here on INC Radio. Again, once again, for our viewers and listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time.